up, guys?
really
Both at the same time.
This is gonna be so awkward.
We're shooting this live video today because normally we put out an actual video.
Yes. Hi,
Hi, Jen.
So good to see you.
So basically what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about where we've been, what we've been doing, and why we haven't been on the road really as much as normal. Sorry about that. Also, we're going to answer some questions that you guys have, that you've been asking us. And if you haven't asked a question, be sure to do so, and we'll make sure to answer it here in these live chats.
Absolutely. We're really excited to be here. We're in Seattle right now, or should I say just outside of Seattle. We've been here for over 3 weeks, which is kind of crazy because we thought we were just going to like roll in for a day or two and then, or like at least a week. Frank's mom was here for a week, so we were going to stay for that visit. And then like, we're like, okay, well then we'll just finish all the projects right after and then we'll be done.
Yeah, I think we figured like about 2 weeks, but it's been almost a month now. And the reason why it's been almost a month is because we've been working on the actual vehicle itself, plus doing renovations.
Yeah.
So
it's been a lot of work.
Yeah.
And really stressful, dirty, like all day work. So
yeah,
we'll say hi to everybody on Instagram saying, I'm like, hi, wave.
What's up, Eddie? Thanks for following in. Austin, thank you for coming. We've been great. Everything's been wonderful. You know, we're good, in good health, positive, happy, just doing a lot of work. So we can get started with actually talking about some of the work that we've been doing. We've renovated the vehicle.
Yeah, so that's kind of what we build this as was a renovation preview. So we'll take you guys around a little bit and see. We want to save kind of like the big pieces for the actual van tour that we're going to put out on YouTube in a couple of weeks. But some things are kind of obvious, so you'll already notice. Hi, Sue. Hi, Victor. Gransby, Missouri.
From Missouri, nice.
Your shirt is fan-freaking-tastic.
Thank you.
Garrett's Journey. Frankie only owns really vibrant t-shirts.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think you might have worn this on our first date.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I haven't changed my wardrobe since we started dating, so that's a highlight.
Yeah, well, I guess I like it also.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you do.
He got you a second date.
All right, so I want to talk about what we've done on the van so far. We changed the turbo on the van because it was leaking a little bit through the seal. That was a nightmare yesterday.
Oh my God, it took so long. And they say that it's like an exact fit replacement. So like we did so much research. He did so much research. We got cookie delivery.
We got cookie deliveries.
Yum.
So we've been telling my sister that cookie. Come in, Delaney. We've been telling my sister that she needs to start a cookie thing. Look at this.
Hello?
This has peanut butter, Nutella, and it's a chocolate chip cookie. And this one's a straight up chocolate chip cookie, Chrissy.
No, that one has Nutella inside.
There's Nutella in the center, so that's a surprise.
We gotta do one of those
middle.
like open the cookie moments.
Right. Do you want to break this one open?
I do. Can you
I'll
hold
take
your
Delaney.
knee?
Yeah, let's swap.
Okay.
Delaney, come here.
I'll gladly take the cookie.
Say hi.
Y'all, these
Say
are
hi
the
to
best
everybody.
cookies ever. Oh, you ready for this? Ooey gooey chocolate. Oh. Do you want a piece?
Chocolate and peanut butter in the inside.
Do you want some?
Oh, it does. It has chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Take a
Ooh,
bite.
too
hot.
hot?
Hot.
Just came out of the oven.
Well, aren't we lucky?
Good.
Dang. If you want some delicious cookies, check out @NutellaFueled Mama on Instagram. She might be taking orders soon.
Do you want to stand?
I can't wait to eat this. Look how good that cookie looks.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, you can get a little piece from over here.
So good.
Here, Delaney. That's a mango.
All right, Delaney.
Hot.
Let's let them get back to their...
Hot. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys.
Mwah. I love you.
We got Paco in the mix too now.
You'll have more cookies inside. Say enjoy your cookies.
Paco
Thank
wants
you.
to say
We
hi
will.
too. Hi, everybody.
Sorry.
This is Paco.
Sorry, guys. We got a little bit distracted.
And this is Paco's first live ever.
It is.
Hello. He's not much of a talker, but his snaggletooth says everything you need to know. Hi, buddy.
All right, so back to the van and what we've been doing. We renovated a bunch, but we did a turbo the other day. We did a thermostat. We did an oil change. We did... What else did we do, babe?
On the engine itself,
Yeah.
we got really dirty and covered in oil, and that's really all I know.
All the brake lines are redone.
Oh, right.
Everything was rusted out and blown out, so that was a little scary.
Yeah,
it's
so
time
if
to
you're
make some
looking at
changes.
buying an East Coast van, consider this. It's going to be covered in rust, and so all of your brake lines will probably be rusty and blow.
Yeah.
And also all the nuts and bolts inside of your engine will be so rusted they'll be impossible to take off.
There's a real good chance you're gonna have to cut them out and things like that.
Oh my God. We literally
Oh, it's
spent
bad.
4 hours of the day yesterday just to get out 4 bolts.
Yeah.
It
It was bad.
ridiculous. So anyway, so that was kind of the mechanical stuff that really needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also did some projects on the interior of the van that were more for like making our lives a little bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been living in here for over
7
months
Yep.
now. And we love our original layout and we wouldn't really change that. But we wanted more places to kind of chill.
I gotta answer you, Van. PB Blaster would be, your rust buddy, but unfortunately they were so rusted and seized out that PB Blaster did nothing to it.
We did PB Blast. Is that the...
PB Blaster, the
we
freeze.
froze it. We tapped it.
I
we
put
did,
heat
like,
on it. Everything you could think of, and nothing would break these loose. I even
No.
used that old mechanic trick where you go back and forth until it all breaks off. Nothing. You can only cut them off at that point.
Yeah, it was really, really intense. And then even the hacksaw, because it was such a tiny space too,
Oh.
so we could barely get like this thing on top of it to wrench it out.
Stay tuned for the vlog because that's totally gonna be it. I think you got some footage of that.
I got
right?
some footage of that,
Yeah.
but I was also just banging my head
Yeah.
against the car the whole day. So, good times.
So should we answer a couple questions that are here?
Yeah.
All right. So from our buddies Drifter Journey, they asked us, where do we poop?
I feel like that's such a big question in van life.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know, where do you guys go to the bathroom? And it's really very simple.
Yeah.
Most of the time, especially pre-pandemic, you could literally pop in anywhere, which you kind of still can if you're going to like a McDonald's or like a chain restaurant like that. You can just pop in and use their facilities.
Mm-hmm.
But then also you're out in the woods a lot. So you can always just dig a little cat hole.
Yeah,
and
most
go
of the
out there.
time, to answer your question, we normally dig a hole because we're in the middle of nowhere a lot of the time. We'll use restaurants or places like that, rest stops, and then we do have a bucket in here for emergency.
Mhm.
So we would use that if we absolutely had to.
Right.
We've only used it twice, and realistically,
Those were emergencies.
yeah, Alex could tell you.
Emergencies. It had to happen. But then also we have the urine diverter. So that's a really good way to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. But only in the country, not in the cities.
And then the next question from Hallie. Hallie's Wandering Soul. She asked when Lassen and Paco are gonna meet for the first time, and hopefully soon. you
So
know?
obviously Lassen is Hallie's dog and Paco is our puppy. Leon Little says hello from PA.
What's up, Leon?
Hello, Leon. Yeah, so hopefully soon we need Paco to meet more puppies because he's a little bit skittish around other dogs.
He gets a little yappy around dogs.
I don't know if it's just him being like, hi, 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 like really loud.
Look at him right now.
He's playing on the couch. But we think when we first got him, he had 2 scars on the head, or on his head, and his ear had a scab, and he looked like he'd been kind of like beat up, honestly. So we think that he got kind of messed up by another dog. So unfortunately, we think that might be why he's a little bit skittish around other dogs.
Yeah. And that's okay. I mean, he needs time to learn and get comfortable with other dogs. I mean, obviously his situation has changed, so he's going to get used to that and slowly change with it. you
But
know?
the only way to do it is to socialize him with more dogs. So you don't make a dog better with other dogs by hiding them from other dogs. You introduce them to other dogs. And so we're doing that with treats and like nice talk and, making him feel good and comfortable about the experience. So it's getting better, but we would love for him to meet Lassen.
And if you're a van lifer out there and you have a dog and you're in the area and you want to meet up, it'll be perfect for Paco to meet your dog and us to meet you guys. So
Let's do
we're always
it.
down for stuff like that.
Okay, so back to the renovations,
Yeah.
I guess.
Let's get into the
So
reno.
obviously the first thing that you can see right here on YouTube is this beautiful mirror. Let's take Instagram over here. So living in the van, it was pretty impossible to do your hair and makeup and like get ready for the day. So I have all of my toiletries and stuff down here, but you know, I would be doing everything on like a little compact mirror and then having my little compact sitting up here, and then it was just like really awkward. It was doable, but it wasn't exactly fun. And then the other thing is that we only have one main window in this cab area, which is the sliding door. So obviously, we are not going to cut another hole into the van at this point of our journey.
Not at all.
So having the window here, though, as you can see, kind of reflects some of the light. It's kind of like our faux window.
So it just opens up the space a lot too as well, and it just makes us feel like it's more open in here. We actually found that at a secondhand shop, and we sanded it all down and then burnt it and got it ready to go, and it looks pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
I'm happy about it. And then Alex also has done a bunch of macrame
Oh, well, yeah, I was going to talk about that next. See this big guy over here?
in the background.
It only took me like 2 to 3 days. Obviously not working on it full time, like kind of in between other projects.
Yep.
But I'm super happy with it. It always kind of bothered me that our curtains couldn't close the whole way.
Yeah.
Because of the wood piece that we have there behind the driver's seat. So obviously it's a storage area up there. Originally we were planning on bringing the wood all the way to the roof, but that was literally such a last minute. I don't know how that works.
That's how it works.
Oh, good for you.
Nice.
So that wall was like a super last minute thing when we were trying to leave New York. It was like, we have to put this wall up like now, like let's go. So we didn't have time to like fit it and make it look perfect. So we just like cut it and threw it in and was like, we're done. But then there was like an opening between that and the ceiling, and then the curtains couldn't cover it. It was just like, bothered me a little bit.
Yeah, it was
so
tough.
I bought a $10 roll of macrame and a $5 macrame pattern and went to town.
Yep. And if you could see on this wall here, if Alex moves her on YouTube here, there's some more macrame here, and we hung some hats from it and stuff. We also got some more plants back here.
Some more. Some period.
New plants, because we didn't have any before.
Yeah.
But we put some baskets up, and now we have some plants in here, which will help filter the air in here, as well as just gives a good vibe to the place, you know? I like it.
Yeah, so we're super excited about all these little decor projects, and
There's several more things that we have done, but we want to try to save those for the real reveal, the video, the van tour that we're going to do of our van again. Because there's actually been a lot of like little changes that help open up the space, make the space just feel way more comfortable, and we love it like that.
yeah. So I really want to eat this cookie right now. It's just
take
like
a bite.
staring at me.
Do you guys have any questions on YouTube? We see we got a couple people in here. We could actually see the comments now, so if you have any questions, let us know.
We're just gonna sit here and eat cookies.
Guys, look at these cookies. They're so good. Oh, that peanut butter and Nutella? Wow. My sister needs to sell these cookies. I've been telling
Whenever
her.
we come here to visit, we just end up eating so many cookies.
Hey guys, I'm so happy for you.
On another level.
On another level. Right now, we are actually in Washington, near the Seattle area. And our plans, I think, go something like this. We're looking at going to Rainier and then Olympic National and sticking around this area for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Are we going to Rainier?
Well, I would like to.
I didn't think that we were gonna do that.
I don't know. We'll figure that out later. So we'll talk a little more then. But how are you guys doing?
Yeah, so we need to figure out. Yeah, so Ross wants to know about the repairs on the Sprinter.
Ross the boss.
We did so many repairs. In the engine, we replaced the thermostat, the turbo. We did all the brake lines. Frankie changed out the oil. And
Thermostat, you said? Oil change, you said. I'm trying to think of all the things that we've done. Yeah, all the brakes. We put in a new proportioning valve.
Oh, right.
That proportioning valve was so seized up, so it actually wasn't proportioning the brake fluid
Well,
correctly.
so if you guys remember from our vlog, I think it was 2 weeks ago, when our original brake issue happened, as it turns out...
What's up, Rosemary?
Oh, okay. You can come be part of it. The busted control end. Oh, so that's gonna be the first little shot of
the AC.
our next vlog. I'm actually editing that right now. So the control panel, basically our air conditioning wasn't working. Technically it was blowing cold, but the fan in the front wasn't engaging.
So basically what was happening is the fan in the front, if that doesn't engage, the unit will go off on head pressure, and then we would lose all of our Freon. So we had to find what that problem was, and it happened to be the control in the very front of the Sprinter van. And once we installed that, the fan, when it got to a certain pressure, would come on. So
Hi, Jamie.
it actually worked out perfectly that we replaced this part. It was a $400 part, and we were like, oh man, I really
It
hope
was
that's
so
it.
expensive.
But sure enough, that was the problem, and now we have nice cold AC, so that was wonderful. And perfect time of the year to get AC again.
Yeah, but unfortunately Frankie snapped a part off of it while we were trying to install it.
Yeah.
There's like this little, hi Jamie, Vibrant Connections, nice to see you. There's this little tiny plastic connection that you needed to make between that unit and the van, and Frankie just straight up strongman ripped it off.
The part actually like opens and closes the vents when you turn that little dial on it. So luckily we were able to fix it, and you'll see how we fix that type of stuff in the vlog as well.
Look at this
So,
dog.
yeah,
He's so
he was just chilling.
ridiculous.
Look at him. He's got his little
He's
paw
chilling
up.
like a villain. I'm trying to cover his privates so they're
Ross
not
just
so.
said something here.
maybe
Papa's
instead
little
of-
snaggletooth makes us smile every
I
time.
know.
What a cutie.
Look at his little
Yeah,
snaggle.
it is so cute. Sometimes he gets both
He gets
up,
his full
like this,
button.
and then all hanging out. It's really super sweet.
He looks like so chill mode right now.
Luna, the golden girl, what's up? I was screaming at the screen just before you.
Oh my god, I know, right? He's like, I should use a screwdriver.
Yeah, I
really
know.
should, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna go for it.
Honestly, I do things like that sometimes, but you know what? It made me learn something new. It made me learn how to plastic weld. I never knew how to do that, so that was a cool, interesting project to learn.
Oh my god, so ridiculous.
Even when you break things sometimes, like, you could fix it, so
well,
you'll figure it
hopefully
out.
you can.
You figure it out.
On the other vans you've toured, what's been the feature you are most jealous of? That's a
Ooh.
question from Molly Beth. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
tuning in on YouTube. I don't
That's
know.
a good question. I mean, everyone is so unique in every type of way. I mean, I think having like a fully functional toilet. I think I've said this before. Fully functional toilet is big. And we just have the bucket. So I think that's what I'm most jealous of, maybe, in some of them. And then others, maybe the radiant heat floor for the winter
that's
time
a
on the
pretty amazing
buses.
thing.
So I think I might do that in the next build that we do eventually.
Yeah,
You know, we're gonna stick with Lolo for a
the
while.
water heater that works off of your engine,
Oh, yeah.
so that you don't have to have a secondary water heater that sucks up so much energy, because especially in the winter, you don't have a ton of sun. Depending where you are, obviously a lot of people are kind of like snowbirds and they go down south for the winter. We're more like, let's find somewhere to snowboard. So my dad is just texting me like advice on how to
He's
do a
like,
live
radiant
stream.
heat, smile.
Thanks, Dad. I'll
Thank you,
take
man.
that into
Appreciate it.
account. So as I tell you about the radiant heat floors, I'll be sure to smile.
I think another thing
It would be great though.
I think another thing I might possibly do in the future is hook up another heater in the back, so like another one of those Chinese diesel heaters in the back.
Ooh.
And then what I would do is I would loop a line through it or past it, and then have a heat exchanger send the heat to the hot water line, and then we would have hot water. So,
But you're right, it is so great to tour other people's vans.
oh yeah, it's the best.
And I feel like when we started doing all these renovations, people were like, oh, are you only renovating because you saw all these other people's vans and you wanted to, like, you know, take their idea, not like take their ideas, but like, you know, you see something and you want it, right? So if you see somebody else's van and it's awesome and you're like, oh, that would be such a good idea. I will say that Forrest and Alex gave us the idea for these baskets.
Yes.
Because we did have a fruit hammock here before, and you know, in so many van tours, I saw this fruit hammock, and I was like, I'm not a real van lifer if I don't have a fruit hammock, you know? So I get it, and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. It broke like 3 times. I had to keep like stringing it and tying it up. Hi, Justin and Christina's RV.
Oh, you guys are awesome. What's up, guys?
Yeah, so anyways, so Forrest and Alex had the baskets, and now we have the baskets, and the baskets are awesome.
Ross, thanks for joining us, and we appreciate it. I want to see you guys out in van life. Keep convincing your wife, man. Keep on doing it. You got this.
Yes. That's the thing. So if anybody is a van lifer and wants to meet up and hang out with this awesome snaggletooth dog, give us a shout. Because, I don't know, I think maybe... I don't know if it's just us, but we're reaching out to people all the time on Instagram and stuff and being like, hey, the ripe peach explodes all the time. Sorry, I feel like we're like mid-sentence and then we start reading a text or whatever you call these chats.
A comment.
But yeah, I had so many bananas smash open in that fruit hammock. It was so ridiculous.
And it also tore apart. Like,
yeah, by the time I took it down, it was in like a million pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love meeting up with other van lifers. Jamie Vibrant Connections wants to be van life. You should do it. I feel like anytime someone's asking about van life, I just say do it.
Also, Justin, guys, we would love to hang out with you guys. Once, like you said, once the border opens, we're down. We're going to wind up heading up to Canada for sure.
As soon as the Canadian border opens, we're there.
Oh, the bananas. You got to make banana bread a lot more often when you have that banana.
But then we don't have an oven, so I got to figure out. So I have this delicious pan.
You fell asleep.
I have this delicious pan bread that's really, really good. And I tried to make a banana pan bread, and it turned out okay, but it wasn't amazing. So I'm gonna like tweak the recipe, and once that banana bread.
It should be banana bread. Yes, I love it. Oh, hold on, real quick. Jamie, Vibrant Connections
says she wants to be van
do
life.
it. You will not ever regret that.
Yeah.
It's one of the best
hi,
decisions
Aura.
I've ever made
Thanks
in
for
my life.
coming on.
Yeah.
So.
All right, you were talking about your banana bread.
Oh, my banana bread. I'm working on it.
What's up, Massachusetts?
Journey.
We love
you. Rambo says hi from Massachusetts. Garrett's Journey says we'd love to meet. I'm going to be on the East.
They're weekend warriors at the moment. But
well, I love a good weekend warrior.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so awesome.
Banana. That's your channel name. That's hilarious.
We should TM Banana real quick.
Yeah,
right. So we're actually East Coasters originally. Hi, Aura. And we're definitely going to be back on the East Coast, probably around the holidays.
Around like Christmas, Thanksgiving area.
So that we can see all the family and do the whole like fam jam thing.
And we're hoping to head through like Tennessee and all that stuff, you know. So if you guys are in that area too, or if you're close by that area, I don't know where you guys actually live on the East Coast, but you know, keep in touch with us and watch our journey, and you'll see where we are. We're about like 2 weeks out on uploads, so we're
check
sort
on
of in that area.
Instagram. I feel like Instagram is more up to date about where we actually are, whereas the vlog, we try to keep a little bit behind schedule so that we don't end up in a spot where we don't have any content or like something happens and we don't get to editing. So Aura wants to know, how is life with Paco?
It's amazing. We love Paco.
It's great. We really do love him. It's been interesting. I don't know, it's been an interesting adjustment, I feel like, to have a new friend in the van, and to have somebody who you have to, like, take care of all of the time. Obviously, we love taking care of him, but it's definitely something you got to think about. And, like, for hikes and stuff, there's certain hikes that you can't take dogs on. So, you know, another thing you have to think about, like, are we going to do that hike? Or, you know, is it going to be short enough that we could leave him in the van for a little bit? So it's just like one extra thing to think about.
Yeah, and like our schedule now is partly his schedule. So we got to make sure that we're just moving around with him, making sure he's getting his exercise because he is so important to us and we want him to be happy. And the more he gets exercise, the happier he is, you know?
Yeah, and he just loves to snuggle.
Yeah.
He always wants to snuggle. Hit me up here in Tennessee. It just got off the road after 8 straight months of stealth camping.
Nice.
Doing the job. Nice.
Hey, listen, you got to make some money to get back on the road. Hell Tiki,
Quartzsite
the kebab
in January.
joint. What's
Yes.
up?
Quartzsite in January. I think for sure. That's in Arizona, right? Can you take him? My
Yeah, I'll
arms are
take
getting
him.
tired. Oh my god.
I'll take him.
He looks small, but he's actually quite heavy.
Yeah, he's
fattening up, which
yeah.
is so nice.
When we first got him, you could like see his spine and stuff, but now, you know, he's fattened up a little bit, so he's doing good.
But yeah, so we are planning on actually being in Arizona in January. There's a van life meetup there every year. I don't know if the actual official van life meetup is going to happen this year because obviously
Fingers crossed.
everything that's going on, but I think there might be like an unofficial van life meetup there.
Yeah.
So, yes, we will be there in January. Mid-build, so Molly Beth, mid-build in Tennessee Smokies. Ooh, that sounds
we would
nice.
love to go there, Molly.
And puppy play dates, yay!
And-
that would be great, Molly.
And on top of that, we'll get to see your brand new build.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd
right?
be so cool. We would love that.
Yeah. Ora wants to know too. He's so cute. Have you run into any wild animals?
Not
we
yet.
See, well,
We have. Oh, well, he wasn't with us. Was
Well,
he?
we haven't like been attacked by anything.
No.
But we saw a bear.
Well, we saw
We saw
a black bear,
elk.
but
We've seen eagles.
all those times he wasn't with us yet.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't with us. That was all California, right?
Well,
before we
this
got
might
him.
just be a different question.
Oh, okay. So if it is a wild animal thing, yeah, we've seen tons of them and we love it. It's so amazing to see all these creatures just in their natural environments. We see birds all the time, hummingbirds, all different types of animals. We had a bunny hopping right in front of us when we were just chilling out one day. So it's just amazing, all these beautiful animals that just like come out into our space and their space.
Well, we're
while
in their
chilling.
space,
Yeah, we're in their
really. And,
space.
like, honestly, once we set up and we're kind of chilling, wildlife just kind of, like, happens around us, which is beautiful. Like, we'll just be sitting out enjoying the sunset and just, like, watching birds. And it's, like, a really chilled out way to live.
Fort
So,
Collins.
No Worries says, hello from Fort Collins. I recommend you check out West and Savannah's van conversion. They also have a system to recircle water,
Oh,
which
yeah.
also Curtain Snow, who we
Curtain
just did a
Snow,
van
yep.
tour review for. They recycle their water. So there was a couple of questions that we had about that, just about like the soap, you know, like
The
you're
sud buildup
soaping and
and-
sudsing, and so
Alex
we
also
do have to
asked-
think about that.
Alex also asked if like could you pee in it and then reuse it.
Okay, like I need a show of hands. How many people pee in the shower?
I mean-
Because I feel like that's a large number.
Paco's raising
Paco
his hand.
no, he's never peed in our shower. But yeah, I feel like it's something that I don't know. Like I feel like you do it at the same time. It's like a saving of the water. So Van Hetla's waving. Dreaming Out Loud RV. Hi guys. Hey. DOR or DLL is doll. I'm looking at their logo while I'm saying it. But they are awesome. They also make YouTube videos, really fun. Tons of solar. What's up, Paco? Yes. Garrett says, don't miss Sedona. It's amazing.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out.
Sedona's on our list for sure. I think we might do like a whole California leg of the journey, kind of to see like Death Valley, and Joshua Tree, and
Like Paco likes to hug arms.
he does.
Look,
He's
see?
really sweet.
I love you too, buddy.
In a non-creepy way. Thanks, Aura. I appreciate your non-creepy creepiness. That's great. Just kidding. Hey, Fro, what's up? Fro, you could just come walk over
Yeah, Fro,
and
what
be
are you
part
doing?
of the live stream. I
Just
don't know.
hang out with us.
He's
He's a really good graffiti artist here in Washington. You should check out his page, check out his stuff. Really super dope stuff he puts out.
yeah. And he actually wrote our name on the side of our van for us.
Yep.
Miss you and the cookies, says your mom. Yeah,
Oh.
I'll bet you do. So yummy. Delaney's mom makes a face. Yes, she does. Leon Little says hello from PA. I think it went back too far. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
you went all
there's
the
so
way to the
many.
beginning.
Jeep Truck G, what are some resources that a van curious person could check out for meetups? Would like to tour some vans, never seen one in person.
Ooh.
So I think right now it's a little bit tricky because a
COVID.
lot of the van meetups have been canceled because of COVID. So things like Descend on Bend and RTR are up in the air / canceled. Descend on Bend's definitely been canceled. But so it's a little bit tricky.
If you see a van lifer out there, most of us are very friendly. So if you want to see somebody's build, you could always ask them like, hey, do you mind if I check out your rig? Most of the time, I would say about 95% of the time, they're going to go, sure, no problem, check it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, that's how we meet a lot of people on the road.
Yeah.
My mom joined. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
She's probably watching with my dad,
Yeah.
giving him tips about how not to give me commentary while we're doing this. So literally many a time we'll like pull up in a gas station or a grocery store or whatever, and another van will be there. One time Frank was like, that's the same year as our van, I'm parking right next to them, and he'll just roll up next to them.
Yep.
And then they pop out, we pop out. Frank's usually the one doing this, and he's like, hi,
What's
like,
up,
nice
guys?
rig.
Nice day. Can I see it? And they're like, yeah, sure, you can check out mine too.
Yeah,
you know?
literally nobody has ever denied us a tour of their van.
I think the thing about van lifers, especially that, like when they're living this lifestyle and they've joined it for the purpose that they want to travel and hang out and meet and see all these different places, we all are very excited about this life and what we've built. So everybody's so excited to show off what they have, you know, and it makes the community really like together. And I mean, I just feel so grateful to be part of it.
I have another suggestion though. If you're looking to like see inside somebody's van and you're not the kind of person who wants to talk to strangers in parking lots, you could go on. There's a lot of Facebook community pages for van life. So literally just do a search of like van life groups, and there's like tons of them. You can find country specific ones, or even like region specific, like Pacific Northwest van life. And if you get in there and ask if anybody would be willing to meet up, you'll probably be surprised that a couple of people will be.
Yeah. What's up, X-Base Guide? How you doing, man?
Oh my God, how did you know how to read that? I've literally
I
watched your videos and you comment on ours all the time, but I'm literally have never said that out loud. X-Base Guide.
I do not miss the mullet.
My God, the mullet was such a bad
totally
choice.
fun when I had it because I was able to do these like little skit things, and it was super
Oh,
funny.
Patty, hi.
But I do not miss the mullet though.
The mullet was so bad. I think it actually depressed Frank a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Every time I would talk to somebody, I'd be like, "Oh my God, I just talked to him." But this.
He'd like come in and be like, I made friends with a stranger, but then I remembered I have a mullet. So it lasted about a week, and then it had to go.
Oh, Rambo, they were the people that said something about the dog life jacket.
Oh, dog life jacket, nice. Has had one for her. So we've looked at the dog life jackets, and the ones that we've seen in the store are all huge. They're way too big.
Yeah.
I looked on or what am I thinking about?
My God, validation!
I looked on Amazon for a dog life jacket, and they were kind of expensive, and I know you can't put a price on safety, but I figure there's only like 1 month left in summer.
Yeah.
I don't really see
And
us
honestly,
doing a lot.
Paco hates the water. As much as we do with him in the water, he hates it. He's a great swimmer, but he just does not want to be in it. So I don't know how often we'll be like whitewater rafting with him or anything like that, you know? So,
I like that idea.
Yeah, water wings.
Water wings.
Yeah.
He would be so funny. I don't think he would just stiff arm us and then like fall over. I feel like is what would happen.
Oh,
Meg from Mama
like
Cloth
that.
Boutique just joined. I gotta say what's up to Meg because
What's up,
she
Meg?
makes the best face cloth
Oh, yeah.
masks and also sanitary pads for the ladies in the group.
Nice.
So if you need anything from Mama Cloth Boutique, be sure to check her out. Hey friends.
Justin and Christina RV Van Life asked, what
YouTuber has your dream rig? I don't know, honestly.
That's a tough question because I sort of feel like we built our dream rig.
Right.
So like, you know, we built this specifically to our liking.
I mean, I guess, you know, you could say, oh, I wish we had a rig that was like $100,000 beautiful, like whatever, full bathroom, full shower.
If money wasn't an issue, like and gas and stuff like that wasn't an issue, I think I might go with a bus just for the fact that it's a little bit wider.
I mean,
don't
it's
know.
huge. Oh my God, when we walked into Schooliana's bus, I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, it was so big.
Yeah.
But they get terrible gas mileage.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But like the extra amount of space that you get, I sort of do enjoy that.
Well, so a lot of people that we know that have these rigs that are terrible on gas will either have a tow behind vehicle or a motorcycle on the back. Drifter Journey has a really cool setup for their motorcycle. And so you park the van and then take the vehicle that gets way better gas mileage to run errands and things like that. Yo, we got Paco to brush his teeth today, and he actually let us do it, and it's so exciting.
He's not going to show his teeth, huh?
Get in there, get in there. Yeah, so I don't know if I can name a YouTuber who has my dream.
That's a really tough question. Thank you for the question, but I just don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, I don't have a specific YouTuber. How much solar would you like to have? Would you like to have more?
I think what we have is great. I think the only thing that I would like to change would be the fact of I wish we had lithium-ion batteries.
I wish we had a better charge controller that actually made sense.
Yeah, we have like the little like $15, $20 one, off Amazon.
And it's literally just like hieroglyphs, and you're like, we might have power.
But to be honest with you, our solar system works really, really well.
We have 400 watts.
We have 400 watts of solar on the roof.
500 something.
We have 500 amp hours of battery, but only 250 usable amp hours of battery. But that 250 hours is more than enough. And then also we have a battery to battery charger set up. So I just flip a switch in the front and it charges the back batteries. And between that and the solar, we have never been without power.
Well, yeah,
Between
once
the
we
two,
installed the other system, because West Coast East Coast van life in the winter is completely sunless.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Terrible.
Keeping Up with the Joneses just joined us. Those are the homies. They're finishing up a build themselves.
Yeah.
And we hope to see you guys on the road soon.
We got your stickers a week or two ago, and they're on the fridge. They're looking mighty fine. We accidentally... Well, it wasn't on purpose, but when we were pulling the fridge out, we've been finagling with the fridge because this is a big part of our renovation that we're actually not going to really tell you about until the vlog this week. But so in fixing of the fridge, we had to keep pulling it in and out and in and out and in and out, and we like ripped one of the Keeping Up with the Joneses stickers, and I feel really bad. But they sent 4, so we have some extra.
Yeah, we have some extra, so we're gonna find a better spot for those ones.
So Justin and Christina, would you ever do something like the Russos and use a free rig for promotion? You guys will definitely grow to that level. Oh, well, that's really nice of you to say.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
If somebody wanted to give us a free rig,
we will take it.
Cool.
And I'll rebuild it probably. Just kidding.
The thing about van building, so like, we've had some issues with the van recently, and she's rusty and, needs a little help. And so, we toyed with the thought of like starting from scratch.
Yeah.
And then we're both immediately like, hell no.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and I do not have the energy or the like desire to do that at all right now. KR Destination says, hey, what's cracking?
Everything's great.
On another level, everyone should order some of your dope stickers.
Oh,
well,
thank you so much.
Dope.
Yeah, speaking of that, if you guys want to order some stickers, you can hit us up on Instagram at FNA Vanlife, DM us. They're $5 a piece, or we could do a sticker swap too, so just let us know.
Yeah. The stickers are actually dope, and I've had mine on my mug for weeks and washed it a ton, and it's still like perfectly like new. Yeah. Which is amazing. So I have to give a shout out to Sticker Mule because
for sure, that's
actually really fantastic.
Yeah. Ex-Base God, I've never missed one of your videos. Love the channel.
Wow,
that is so sweet. Thank you so much.
That makes us so happy. I feel like we have a couple people on YouTube that like always comment on our videos, and they're the first ones in, and like we'll give a shout out to Armando from the Vault because he's like such a follower. Yeah. He's gonna watch this and be like, I missed your live stream. I'm so sorry. He's awesome.
Adamus, what's up? Adamus Gomez, a buddy from work. I used to work at PJ Mechanical with him. And hi from our papa, because I know I love dogs.
Oh, We are painting all our cabinets white from the wood and just as freaking tedious. Oh my god. We literally took these off yesterday and repainted them. And halfway through, I was like, I give up. Let's just put them back.
Yeah.
And then putting them back was hilarious. Because apparently the first time we put up this cabinet, we drilled into it 100,000 times. I literally said to Frankie, I was like, it looks like there was a drive-by shing on this board. Because there's so many holes in the back of it.
It was really
And then
bad.
we couldn't figure out which holes were the right holes that actually put it up the right way. It was...
Yeah. We figured it
such
out,
a
man.
mess.
It looks better. It looks good.
It looked good now.
I have to say, Dreamin' Out Loud RVing asked us, what do you think about 4x4 vans? Honestly, there's so much weight in your van that I don't really think that you need a 4x4. And you're not really going to go down roads that are too crazy in the sense of like, you have everything in here. If you go down a crazy road, everything's going to be
slow
balancing.
anyways.
Yeah, you're going real slow, you're cruising. But we did winter van life as well, and we were in a ton of snowstorms, ice storms, all this stuff. And through the whole entire time, we slid twice. One was in a parking lot, and that was in Big Sky. And we just threw snow chains on and right out of
Rolled
it,
out
no
of there.
problem. And there was about 3 feet of snow that we were driving over, so that's the reason why that
It was
happened.
like fresh snow, not plowed.
Yep, and then the other time it was I-5 in Colorado. 18-wheeler slid off the side of the road.
Oh my God,
and
so
caused like a
scary.
big traffic jam, and it was an uphill where we had to basically wait, and then we had to go up this hill that had an ice slick on it, and we were literally sitting sideways going up this hill, but we made it. I mean, as long as you have really good tires on your van
And
or,
a great
or bus,
driver.
and a good driver, you have to have some skill. But if you have really good tires, that will take you anywhere, honestly.
Yeah, and honestly, if it makes you feel more comfortable to have 4x4, then have 4x4. But do we have front or rear?
We have rear, which is actually supposedly worse. But
Good for us.
I mean, honestly, we've had no issue at all. And I used to have a 4x4 Jeep Wrangler. I love 4x4, but you don't need it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really only for crazy off-roading, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we got to give a shout out to Bare Roots Project and Laura Sheldon for joining on Instagram.
What's up, guys?
Hi, how are you? But we're getting tons of questions here on YouTube. Go up a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you planning on making these live chats a regular thing? Honestly, we would love to, but so often when we're on the road, we have no cell phone service.
It's really difficult.
Like, literally, we're like, oh my god, we have to drive into town so we can upload this video. And, like, I'll pull up the T-Mobile, like
The map.
area maps wherever we're going.
Oh,
that
so bad.
I'm like, okay, if we drive 1 hour to the next town, we should have service. And,
Yeah.
like, it's a bit of a nightmare. So
Yeah.
if anybody has suggestions on how to get Wi-Fi in your van for kind of like an affordable rate, like obviously we could get the Wii Boost,
Yeah.
but that's like a $600 thing, and everybody that we talk to that has the Wii Boost is like, it's okay.
Oh, you're getting sweaty,
It's
Papa.
not great, but
Yeah,
it's
put
okay.
this over here, and then I'm gonna.
We
put
gotta
it over here.
deal with the Papa.
Yeah. let me
Oh
check.
my god, I went all the way to the top again. I am not good at this.
Let me hook him up
So much weight over the rear axles, and all your stuff should be good anytime. Okay, so here's the thing about the rear axles. Friends of ours just had a terrible accident with their rear axle. They got their tires lifted. They got this huge tire kit.
Not the tires lifted.
Okay,
all
sorry.
So they got their van lifted. I like where you're going.
You know?
Yeah, I like where you're going. They got their van lifted. It was a ProMaster van. They got some really nice tires thrown on this van.
Huge tires.
And they were driving, and out of nowhere.
Uphill with a turn, the rear axle snapped.
Yeah.
So if you're upgrading your van in any kind of way, because of all the weight, you have to make sure that you're upgrading your axle as well.
Yep.
And so if somebody's doing these upgrades for you, they should be warning you about
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
You have to remember that a vehicle is built specifically for the dimensions it is. So if you're
Right.
going to change those dimensions in any type of way, you have to take all of it into consideration.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think the person who should be liable for that is the people putting in the lift kit system, because they should know that you have to make these changes and what the weight's going to be and things like that in the van.
Yeah. So just think about that. I'm trying to see the
Yeah.
original question. So much weight in your rear axles, all your stuff should be good anytime.
Yeah.
So dream out loud. 2,000 watt panels, goal zero, Yeti. Oh my gosh.
2,000 watt, 208 lithium ion, running fantastic.
Sounds fabulous.
Two fridges, one.
Couple of cloudy days ain't no good. Totally. That's why you need multiple power sources. I feel like that's the whole thing.
So in van life, you have to have at least 2 power sources. I would suggest DC to DC charger, which is like battery to battery, alternator
like your car
charging.
battery.
Yeah, your alternator charging your back battery.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so
that's
much,
our very
X-Base.
first, what's it called?
That's our very first super chat. You are the
X-Base
best.
guy, you're the man. Thank you so much.
So going back to the 2 types of chargers, having a shore hookup only works if you're gonna park in places that you can
Armando's
connect,
here.
You know,
I was just talking about you, Armando.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to touch the replay so that you can see. We gave you a shout out already, but we'll give you another one right now.
So in my mind, shore power is one of these things that might be like, okay, I get it if you're stopping at a friend's house or if you're parking at campgrounds.
Right.
That's big, but battery to battery is one of the best ways you could go, because in like say 3 to 4 hours your whole battery bank is charged just from driving your vehicle. And the deal is, if you're living van life, you're going to be driving a good amount, so it's a great way to recharge your system and never have to worry about life of your batteries.
Yeah, and honestly, the way that we do van life, we never are at campgrounds.
No, never.
We've literally never paid to be at a campground the entire time. We stayed at a campground, but somebody else offered to pay for it. They're like, come stay with us at the campground. It'll be great. And we're like, okay. So, ooh, excuse me, that cookie is...
So speaking of super chats, what a super chat is, if you don't know, is you guys could donate or send us a couple bucks and it will highlight your comment and we would be reading those comments first, obviously.
Yeah, I don't... But...
Super chat right here.
We don't... Ooh, super chat.
Right
super
here. Super
chat.
chat.
Oh!
See? And then you could go back to live chat.
Oh!
Yeah.
I sound like such an old lady right now. Oh! Technology! It's not how it works.
Dreaming out loud RVing, we totally agree with you. Free camping is by far the best camping. First off, there's always almost nobody there. I mean, it's very
We've
rare.
literally put, like, you go by Overlander, which is the main way that we find the spots. We show up there, nobody.
Nobody. The best.
And it's like the most glorious views of the most beautiful places.
I mean,
and we're just like, how is this allowed?
Yeah, we've legit parked on the top of a mountain, and for 2 days, 2 nights straight, not one person showed up on top of this mountain.
It was so
and
beautiful.
we had this beautiful view of all the hills and mountains
like
around
a 360-degree view.
There was deer walking around up there. It was
there were these
super
cool
beautiful.
birds that were like, woo! They made this like weird noise.
Only when they dove, though.
Yeah.
So when they dove, it would be like they were breaking the sound barrier. It was like, and then it would come back up. And
Or like
fly
one of
and
those toys, you know, when you flip them upside down, like the tubes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, wow, that's really cool. I do know what you're talking about. I never really thought about that. Justin and Christina asked if
we would do our own
van meetup. And we would love to do something like that.
Yeah.
We're involved with some people that are like talking about doing a van meetup. You know, that is all stuff that we can't talk about yet. It's in the works. But we'll let more people know about that when that time comes.
Hopefully it happens.
Yeah, fingers
So maybe we'll see about that. Armando's saying hi to all of his friends in the chat. And Armando asked how we're doing, and we are doing great.
We're doing great. Armando, you are the man. We love you guys. We love you all. You are just awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I think... So we're always trying to meet other van lifers because obviously, as you guys see on our channel, we do a lot of van tours. Mm-hmm. So for us, it's really important to meet new van lifers so that we can tour their van for our channel. And so obviously it's good for our channel's growth, but it's also good for their channel's growth. Mm-hmm. So our whole idea is just like building up the RV and the van life community so that everybody's getting exposure, everybody's videos are getting viewed. Yeah. You know, if we share your van tour, then more people will be coming to your channel.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't see the name. Elbit?
Elbit? Hi from Tampa.
Tampa. Hey.
Florida, man.
I lived in Tampa for a while, so... And thanks for loving our channel. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're actually probably going to circle back through Florida.
Yeah.
So, because of Corona, obviously all of the original plans that we had on another level. Thank you so much. Yay! On another level. Have a good night. So we had this whole idea that when we left New York, Patty wants us to come to Charlotte. Patricia is a girl that I used to work with in New York City.
Okay.
And her husband Doug are awesome. And they have a super adorable baby named Diego.
Oh.
And I stalk them on Facebook all the time. So when we get to Charlotte, we have
We'll
to go
definitely
see
hit them
them.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Get back to your. What were you talking about?
KR, thank you so much. KR Destinations just super chatted us as well.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Van lifer within the next year. Ooh.
X-Base Guide.
We'll be happy to do your van tour too.
And we'll be happy to hang out with you for sure.
But yeah, so all of our plans got disrupted because of COVID. So originally when we set out from New York, before we'd started van life, which was maybe pretty ambitious to have this whole plan to like do all of the mountains in North America and then do all of the West Coast from basically British Columbia to Panama.
Yeah.
Panama, country.
Yeah, Panama
The
City,
furthest
Panama.
place south that you can drive without having to put your van on a boat. And then to come back for Thanksgiving in Florida.
Yeah.
So anyways, we had this really
It was
ambitious
very
plan.
ambitious.
And then within like 3 months of the snowboarding stuff, we were so friggin' exhausted.
So for you guys who don't know, when we first started, we tried to snowboard every single epic and icon mountain in North America, which is 2 season passes that you could get. And we did 70 mountains in 3 months.
It was insane.
Which was like, go, 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 go. I was snowboarding 4 mountains in a single day, several different days in a row. It was insane.
It was too much.
So it was sort of like a blessing in disguise that everything happened, because we would have had to keep on the same type of pace
And
to
honestly,
make it to
we would
Panama.
have done it. We had stuff lined up in Alberta.
Yep.
I wonder if like when we were done the snowboard season in Whistler, if we would have just been like, let's just
I'm
take
good
a
for a
step
while.
back.
I'm
you
good.
know?
Let's chill for a minute.
Yeah. But
just
now
like-
basically everything's been canceled. Obviously, we don't want to be crossing any borders right now because of everything that's going on. It's just not like a great time to be traveling internationally.
Yeah.
Some might say that it's not a great time to be traveling domestically.
Mm-hmm.
But we're kind of doing it in a way that, like we've said, we're going to places where nobody else is. We're super self-isolating. Eltbit wants to know what's our favorite boondocking places.
Whew.
I would definitely say that when we were kind of around Bend, Oregon,
Yeah.
we found so many amazing boondocking spots.
The spots were like truly unlimited, and literally every spot we parked at was like
More beautiful than the last.
lakefront or riverfront with mountain views all around you. It was like just so peaceful and beautiful, and there was nobody there. It was just absolutely amazing. We loved it out there.
Oh my God, Bend was awesome.
Yeah.
If you haven't done van life in Bend, you need to, because I think it's the most van-friendly city
in the
world.
I mean, at least here
I
in
mean, we
America.
haven't been to all of the cities, but we're getting there.
But then the next thing I would say is, like, we haven't been to Colorado during the summertime camping out. We haven't been to Utah in the summertime camping out. So there's a lot of different places. Arizona, we heard, is magnificent. So there's a lot of places we haven't been yet.
Yeah.
So we could answer that question truly when we know a little bit more.
Let's give a shout out to Cherry Rocks because they just started their 2006 Sprinter subfloor.
Yeah. Oh, I remember
Y'all
those
are in
days.
the thick of it.
Yeah.
The thick of
It's about
it.
to get real.
Oh, man. I feel like van building is such a task that anybody that builds their own van,
Yeah.
I just want to like high five you and give you a hug.
For
'cause
sure.
Y'all, you went through the trenches.
I think you need both, the high five and the hug, too. It's really, really what you need. But realistically, it could also be a lot of fun. So try to...
We had a good time. It was just also like
We were
tiring.
pressed for time. We were working 40 hours a week, plus
Yeah.
building the van. So it was like a ton of work. So I think we were stressed just because of how much work was on our plate.
Yeah, but I feel like we get along really well, and I think
Yeah.
we work well together. You know, even if one of us is in a sour mood, the other one's usually trying to be helpful and happy.
Here's a tip for you guys. If one of you guys are upset, or if you are a couple and you're doing it, just feed the other one when they're getting angry.
Bring
because
them
that's
one
what
of
they
these
need.
Nutella-fueled mama cookies,
Yeah.
and they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, the mailman's here. I wonder if we
have
ordered
a
something.
package. All right.
We have a VW bus.
Can't
Can't stand in. The VW buses are so cool and beautiful from the outside, but they're so tiny on the inside. It would be hard to like live in.
So for Alex and I, that was like one of the key things that we had to have was enough room to stand. because we knew that we would be living in it full time and we didn't want to have to sit down everywhere to
Right.
like cook and do things like that. So yeah, for us, that was a much needed thing.
Yeah. Okay, who is this?
This is Instagram. Being
Us on a
us
bus.
on a bus. Oh, awesome. I love your name. That's awesome. Hey guys, we're going to pick up our bus on Sunday. Thanks for your inspiration, encouragement, and especially the tip on editing software. Oh, no problem,
sweet.
guys. Yeah.
Well,
Anytime.
I guess that Being Us on a Bus is going to have maybe their own little YouTube
Yeah.
thing happening.
Is it going to be Being Us on a Bus on YouTube as well?
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
We'll give you a follow.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What do we had some more.
They're
They're
chatting
talking about what they're going to do.
Take time, do it right, breathe. Totally.
Yeah, breathing is key. Maybe even some stretching.
You guys are great. I like the
My
way that
van
you
is
both
a-
get along.
Yeah, my van is a mid-roof, but I have lots of room. I mean, if it's comfortable for you, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, we have a super high. It's not that high.
We're
to be
also
honest.
really short.
But I'm like 5'7"
So
on a good day.
I feel like guys are so weird about height. They're like,
X-base
I am
guy.
taller than I am on a good day. Don't worry.
I mean, this is 6 foot.
yeah, right.
I mean, I'm also on my tippy toes. I think anybody who's like 6 foot 5'11" could stand with their head like sort of just grazing in the ceiling.
Yeah, we've had a lot of really tall people walk into the van and they're like,
Yeah.
and then they realize they can stand and they're
Yeah.
like, oh. But yeah, I feel like
Being Us on a Bus YouTube channel. Check them out, guys.
There you go.
I'm excited to see what you guys are going to do with your YouTube channel, and I really hope that the editing software helps out for you guys.
what do we use again?
We use Power Director from Cyberlink, which is like a $80 program. It might be more than that now, but it's a one-time fee.
But then you never get upgrades. But then like 3 or 4 years from now, you pay $80 and get the updated
Get the
version,
again.
and it's fine.
Yeah, and we edit all of our videos on that.
So Jim C, the mid-roof transit has a 6 foot without anything in it. So I think there's a lot of van options for like tall/short people. A lot of people have mid-rise vans, which I think is actually kind of cool. I've seen a lot of sweet build layouts in the mid-size.
Yeah.
For us, when we were building, we knew that we were going to be living in here full time for at least a year or two.
Yeah.
And the idea of like not being able to stand up and cook, because that's my thing is cooking. I love to cook. I cook all of our meals. And it was just like, if I can't stand when I'm cooking,
She
I
wouldn't be
might
happy.
be frustrated.
Yeah, and I don't want her frustrated. I want her as happy as she can be, you know? I like her happy.
But you guys probably know, if you've been watching our journey for a while, that we got this van for such a steal.
Yeah.
It was listed for $6,000 on Facebook Buy and Sell, and we only paid $4,000 for it.
Yeah.
So it is possible to find vans for not a lot of money. There was this chat in Facebook today about this person, and they're like, I'm gonna sell my house and then I'm gonna buy a van, but like people think it's not a good investment. I'm like, well, it's not a good investment if you're taking all of the profit from the house that you just
Correct.
sold to put it into this van. If you have never done van life or don't know what you're getting into, like buy something reasonable, convert something reasonable,
Yeah.
and if you love it, then upgrade.
I would say it's profitable if you're converting it yourself and you're not having somebody else convert it, because then you could turn around and sell it for a fair bit money more rather than if somebody else was to build it for you. So like if somebody else was to build it for you, you buy a brand new van, it's probably going to cost you around $100,000. And then what are you going to try to turn around and sell it for $150,000 after you've driven it for 5+ years? Then it decreases in value at that point.
But
you know?
like our van, we bought it for fairly cheap and we did all the renovations ourselves. And we think if we ever decided that we wanted to sell it, that we would be able to make all of our money back.
Yep, plus a couple dollars to start the new van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we're not talking about selling it anytime soon. So
No.
unless you make a ridiculous offer.
Unless you really love the burnt wood in here, you know?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, flow tricks? So what we actually did is we made sure to save as much money as we could before we started traveling. So Alex made a budget for us and worked out a budget to where we knew exactly how much we needed to save to buy the van, build the van, make all the fixes that we need, and travel for a year for the two of us with a very healthy budget. And then we actually have realized that we could live twice as long with that budget, so we could do 2 years of travel rather than just a year of travel with the budget and the money that we saved.
Well, so the whole thing is that as we're on the road, oh, Patty, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Good night. We love you. Thank you so
good
much.
Good night, Doug, too, and
Good
Diego.
night. Good night.
See you in Charlotte soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while we're on the road, we track every single dollar that we spend. And so this keeps us really honest about the purchases that we're making. So we actually talk about and think about the money that we're spending before that we spend it. I won't say that we're so good about like setting a budget at the beginning of the month and being like, we're only going to spend this much on that. We have like a lump sum budget. And we're like, okay, we're only spending this much this month. Yeah. And then we kind of like tick down from that.
Another thing you could do is you could sell any valuable that you have that you're not going to bring with you in the van. This is one way that Alex and I made quite a bit of money.
Yeah. Do you see this happening? So Instagram is counting down. I guess Instagram is going to cut us off because we've been live for about an hour.
Before that,
thank you everybody who joined on Instagram.
Yeah.
Being us on a bus. Can't wait to see your channel. We're gonna
go check out video right after this.
876. Love you guys. Thank
you
for
guys.
tuning in.
Mwah!
3, 2, 1.
All right, we're gonna stay live on YouTube, so join us there. All right.
I think you missed the cutoff. Share to IGTV. Why not?
Yep.
Yo, look at us.
We'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
All right, so back to this.
Y'all are so active in the chat. I absolutely love it. Got my van for van because of Corona. That's awesome.
Wait, hold on. Armando in the vault. I would have enough room for my coin collection, and my wife's scrap room wouldn't fit.
You would need 2 vans, so she could have her like she shed van, and you could have your like man room shed, and then you could just like caravan with each other.
That'd be dope. That'd be really cool. All right, then we have.
KJ, you should do a video on your budget. So we do have a video on our budget. If you go back a little bit, it was a little bit ago. So the last 2 months, we basically like blew through our budget like insanely because we were doing so much construction on the van and we had to buy all these expensive parts. Like, how much was the turbo?
The turbo was $600 and almost $700 basically without the core. So we had to send the core back to get some money back.
Right. So, and then the AC piece was like $400. So that's our entire monthly budget for 2 pieces of mechanical equipment. So we're not doing so great on budget right
There's
now.
going to be certain months that you're going to spend a lot more, and there's going to be certain months where you go under your budget. So just remember that you're going to have good months and you're going to have bad months, and that's just the way it goes.
Hopefully they all even out.
You know, and hopefully...
Usually the bad months lead to good months because you're like, oh my God, we spent so much money last month. Like, we need to like cool off.
Yeah, and if you are on the road, hopefully by a certain point of time, like maybe 6 months into your journey, you've found a way either to make money as a digital nomad or you have found some type of traveling job that you could do.
Honestly, I might start selling macrames because I looked on Etsy and this guy would be like $300.
That thing back there.
Can you believe
$300 on Etsy.
It took me like 2 days, like maybe 6 hours.
Yeah, you could sell it for a quarter of the price and
my
still
God.
make good profit.
And it was like it was like $5 worth of yarn.
Yeah.
People are making good money on macrame, I tell you that. Oh my gosh, y'all are so awesome. Van Helia sold everything.
It feels great. I mean, that's what you have to do.
That's such a good feeling.
It's a weird feeling at first when you're trying to let go of the stuff, and all of a sudden when you start getting rid of it and you see the money coming in, you're like, oh my God, I want to get rid. What else could I get rid of?
Yeah, I heard a saying a long time ago. It's like all the junk in your house used to be money. So if you're like living with junk, you could be living with that money.
Yeah. If you haven't used something in the past year, it's time to sell it.
And so we like to buy things thrift, and this is just like a funny. So we bought. When we were van building, we bought a toaster oven for the van. And when I was looking at the toaster ovens on Amazon and stuff, it was like $200 for this toaster oven. I was like, eh. So I found one on Facebook Marketplace it was listed for I think $25. Yeah. So we drive halfway across town to pick up this toaster oven. We get there, we talk to the guy. He's like, you know what? Just take the toaster oven, no big deal. It's yours. Don't worry about the money.
Cool.
We're like, great, thanks.
Thank you.
And we actually went and met up with your friend that night, and they ordered Chinese food, and they were like, here, have dinner. And we were like, great.
It was dope.
So anyway, after our electrical system kind of failed on us and we weren't able to use the toaster for a couple of months, we realized we don't really need the toaster. Nope. So we're like, let's get rid of the toaster. We made $40 on the toaster.
$40.
We turned a free toaster into $40.
How about this? Free toaster and free dinner into $40.
Pretty great. What's the least used thing in your van right now? Well, it was the toaster oven before we sold it 2 weeks ago.
We have like a couple of electronics that we don't use all the time. We have walkie-talkies.
But those are fun when
we
you
love
do
them when
use
we use them, but it's probably one of the least used things.
Oh, your brother's on there.
What's up, brother?
Haley and Lily say hi, love you.
Hi, Lily. Hi, Haley.
Hi.
Love you guys. I miss you so much. So much. I can't wait to see you in New York again.
They're getting so big, too.
They are.
All the pictures of them.
I miss them so much. When I see them on video, it just makes me like so happy. I'm sorry, I'm almost getting teary-eyed. But
man.
I love you girls, and I love you, James. Thank you for coming in and joining us.
Yeah. But yeah, so the least used thing in our van is probably
Let me get Paco all over.
random electronical cords that apparently you can't get rid of even if you live in a van.
Well, the thing is, too, about those electronic cords is a lot of the time you wind up needing them because the other ones rip or fray or just stop working. So it winds up being really important to have some extra things.
Yes, I
But
guess.
some extra,
You just have to
not
have a
lot.
place to keep all the things that, like, are gone. My decorations are mid-century Goodwill.
Ooh, I love
like
that.
A lot of my t-shirt collection is
Goodwill.
1980s Goodwill. I actually got a really sweet Def Leppard t-shirt at Goodwill the other day, and I'm really happy about it.
Sorry, I need to stretch my back a little.
That's another benefit of our layout. I actually, the other day, started doing, like, ab core exercises here, and I was like, oh, I guess I could do this all the time.
Oh, everybody that's building a van right now, one thing I would recommend is trying to keep as much open space up here because it gives you a lot of extra room to like move around and we'll do like yoga and things like that you'll need. Justin and Christina asked, would you guys live in the van in a specific city, almost like a home base. After you travel, after your traveling plans.
So I think like our like overall plan,
we could share this with them. I think.
I mean, every van lifer has the same plan.
Type of dream.
So it's to like buy a parcel of land somewhere that's like, you know, beautiful and secluded, and then to have the van on the property. Maybe have a couple of vans on the property.
Yeah, I think I would probably wind up like building and buying like an ambulance, a bus, and several different types of rigs, and then build out different layouts in each one of them. And then I could always go chill in one of those if I want.
Or we could Airbnb
Or we
out.
Airbnb all of them, and then we have the property. Hopefully it's in a really beautiful place that people don't even really want to leave.
And then we could do things like hip camp is there as well, so that other van lifers could come and stay on the property.
And then since we have our own property, we could host like a van life event on our property and stuff like that. I think it would be a pretty sweet idea, you know?
Yeah, so that's kind of like the ultimate goal. So then we would have a home base.
Yeah.
We've kind of been, you know, debating about where that home base might be. East Coast versus West Coast, Canada versus USA. And so I think we're kind of settled on Canada.
Yeah, just the health insurance thing and stuff like that. It makes it a little bit easier.
Especially if we want to be like self-employed. Just the idea of, you know, being in Canada for the safety net is very, very nice. Check out Baja,
Ranch
California.
Place. So is Eldora Ranch Place the same as Eldora Mountain? Because if
No, it's in California.
Okay.
Yeah, half eco reserve, Sleuth Private Beach. Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Thank
So
you
we're
for the tip.
actually talking about going to Baja in March.
Yeah.
So there's
hey,
Delaney's back. So
Hi.
hi.
Do you want to come say hi to everybody again?
Hi,
Come on,
like
come
that.
say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Oh, Cookie.
Is this Paco's general like? Oh, do you
Hey.
love Delaney?
He loves her. You want a
Oh
bite?
my gosh.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Oh, whoa.
No, it's okay.
You want a bite? Take a bite.
So. Oh, now
Oh,
he's too excited
yeah.
about the cookie.
You want the rest of it? Paco's trying to eat the cookie. He almost got it, sneaky little boy.
Sneaky.
You want to say hi to
Okay.
everybody? Say hi.
Say hi, Delaney. Hi.
Well, so I think that's where we're going to end it.
I
We've
guess
been
so.
here for a while.
Well, I
and-
want to say, because in March, we're probably going to go to Baja,
yeah, Baja.
Mexico with Drifter Journey. So Drifter Journey is putting together a little caravan of friends to go all the way from Baja, California to Alaska. And so that sounded kind of appealing to us. And for sure, the Mexico portion, and then maybe the rest of it. So if you're a van lifer and you're kind of thinking about what to do later this year, maybe you can come to Mexico with us. super fun. But yeah, so we'll sign off.
Yeah, we'll
We
sign
gotta go
off.
babysit a little bit, I think. Ooh.
Let's pull that up.
Baja, Mexico, yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We have to take our little babies and go have a good night. And we appreciate everybody who did a
Yeah.
super chat. Y'all are the best.
And everybody who
oh,
was here.
Bart just showed up.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. Let's just see what Bart had to say. Hey guys, just recently subscribed to your channel.
Love the content. Bought myself a 2011 Ford with a high top.
Nice.
We're excited to see your conversion, Bart.
Yeah,
Love
keep
you
in
guys
touch.
all so much. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. This was fun.
Delaney, say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Guys.
Bye. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to turn this off. Boop.